So, I want you to think back to the Predator film from 1987. I want you to remember the absolute terror it induced, where men bulkier than the paperwork for my last therapy appointment, armed to the teeth with weaponry that would make Uncle Sam proud, had to take on a threat that they didn't know, that they couldn't see. A threat that picked off their comrades with unique precision through the use of explosives, technologically advanced guns, and knives, and even skinning them, placing the bloody remains of their carcasses in the trees that doubled as trophies and warnings to stay away.
Lord of my Sam, this is some scary shit!
It was a film that combined the testosterone-fueled action flicks of the time with the existential sci-fi horror of films like John Carpenter's The Thing and Alien. Now, I want you to take all those things that you remembered from that 87 film, ball them up, and cram them directly into your ass, because it's the year 2025 and Disney isn't fucking around.
Oh, come on!
The company has managed to destroy one of their most popular classic films of all time in Snow White, destroyed the Xenomorph in Alien Earth, destroyed Tron by having Jared Leto do whatever the fuck he was doing, and now they've destroyed the Predator in Predator Badlands. Or as I like to call it, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 4. Let's talk about it.
Say what again? Say what again? Say what again? Say what again?
Before I rip this film to new assholes in the most inconvenient of places, let's start off with some of the positives, because despite my seeming hatred of just about everything that comes out of modern Hollywood, there was at least something to praise here. Kinda. As always, any and everything I have to say is up for discussion, so if you agree or disagree with what's presented, feel free to comment down below. All that I ask is that you watch the full video, get all the context, and go from there. I'm not going to hold or delete any of your comments, moderation is off, and I do respond to everyone in due time.
Well, all right then.
Anyway, Disney does a decent job with the expansion of the Predator culture and world here, choosing to show us live-action depictions of their homeworld, tribal conflicts, familial connections, extended armor and weaponry, and even had Dex speak entirely in his native tongue for the duration of this film.
I like it a lot.
There's also a pretty decent message hidden underneath all the CGI and Marvel-level humor of a man-thing just trying to find his way, denounced by his father, protected by his now dead brother, and learning what it truly means to be a leader. Along the way, he forges unlikely friendships with an overly talkative, overly annoying android lady, a weird monkey pug-looking thing, and other various forms of creatures that aid him in his journey of self-discovery. Now I'm sure you're thinking, well, Toller Talks, that actually sounds pretty damn good. What are you bitching about, you asshole? Because in all actuality, it is pretty good. It's a well-told story seen through the eyes of a likable, growing character, but there's one massive flaw with all of it. What the fuck is any of this doing in a goddamn Predator film?
Boy, that escalated quickly.
You know, just leave it to Disney to deconstruct yet another one of their classic villains that they either created themselves or they bought up back before the years and years of box office losses. They tried making Cruella a relatable, down-to-earth anti-hero, which failed in spectacular fashion because no matter what you do, nobody's going to get behind someone who wants to murder puppies and turn them into coats. Then, Alien Earth over the fall saw Disney turn the once feared, the once existential, otherworldly threat, one of the most terrifying creatures in cinematic history, the Xenomorph, into a gold retriever that listened to the every command of this shitty haircut-having Mary Sue. And now, well, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 4 does everything it can to humanize the Predator, turning it from an unstoppable, barbaric killing machine that's sole purpose in life is to challenge the biggest, strongest life forms across the galaxy just to prove how badass it is, into a shriveled, weak pussy with daddy issues.
Right.
Everything that made that 1987 film a cult classic and so beloved, even by people to this very day. From the outright horror of being hunted by something you couldn't see, the claustrophobic, dense jungle setting, the testosterone-fueled cast, hell, even the practical effects that were way beyond their time, something that's still considered a masterclass in creature creation, are all gone here. I mean, seriously, how do we go from this and this to whatever the fuck this is?
Really?
I'm not knocking the design of the Predator like other creators have. This is a younger version of the thing's what the fuck ever. But would it really have hurt Disney to use practical effects instead of CGI that looks worse than a PlayStation 3 game?
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Not to mention, some of the story elements make no damn sense, and the Predator doesn't just not look or act like one, but it doesn't think like one either. Once it realized it had been defeated, the Predator from 1987 was willing to blow itself up, taking Dutch with it in order to preserve the secrecy of its culture and keep its weapons out of the wrong hands. It's actually a part of their honor code that their weapons and technology don't end up where they shouldn't, so much so that if it does happen, they're heavily punished and forced to undergo a trial of redemption. However, in this film, Deck immediately abandons the ship he lost, allowing the evil android lady later on to find all of his weaponry, all of his technology, including things that could have helped him on his mission, just so the rest of the plot could happen.
Of course.
Anyway, I shit you not, they make this big ordeal out of the Calisk, how nobody has even came close to capturing or killing it, so much so that Deck's father is apparently afraid of the thing. Yes, you heard that correctly. An elder Predator is afraid of something, Jesus Christ. Yet the evil android lady walks right up and freezes the Calisk with a bullshit Predator grenade and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Fuck.
What's with the power scaling here too? In Alien Earth, which takes place before the events of the Nostromo and before this film, Prodigy creates the first line of sense and introduces them to the alien and, I guess, Predator universe. In the show, the Synths are depicted as unstoppable, super powerful, super fast killing machines once they self-recognize, yet here in Guardians Volume 4, despite being further along in the timeline, the Synths are nothing but cannon fodder, getting killed off left and right like they're fucking nothing.
I'm sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
If you're gonna combine these universes, Disney, there has to be some cohesion, you fucking assholes.
He's out of line, but he's right.
What I'm trying to say is that despite the warm message and well-told story, this is not a Predator film. It has eye-bleedingly overused CGI like a Marvel film. It has over-the-top, cringe-level humor like a Marvel film. It has an overarching, family-friendly message like a Marvel film. And it has big action set pieces that look and feel like a Marvel film. So, it's a Marvel film, just with a Predator logo slapped on it in the hopes of getting a younger crowd invested in the franchise.
What does that have to do with anything?
No. He's got a point.
Don't believe me? Well, then tell me why this film is rated PG-13, unlike any of the other mainline films except for AVP, which was the last time they tried to appeal to a younger audience. With that being said, we happy?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker.
I teetered back and forth on this one. There's a good message here. There's some likable characters and interesting world building, but Guardians Volume 4 is such a stark departure from what made the Predator franchise so great to begin with that I couldn't possibly endorse it. I'm so fucking sick of Disney taking everything we love and subverting it, turning it into a shadow of its former self. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for checking out my review. I'll talk to y'all later.
Say what again?